Okay, so we're now going to go through all the notes on the bagpipe scale. So we're going to start off with the note, the very bottom one, when all your fingers are on. So that's low G, okay? So that's when you have all your fingers on the chanter, like so, and it should sound something like this. Okay? So that's the way it should sound, okay? So as we go up, you'll notice that it obviously increases in pitch, and you'll have to change the positions of your hands when you're going through this. So low G, as I say, is the bottom one. Okay, make sure not to grip the holes and the chanter too tightly, okay? So the next note up is low A, and it's when you lift just your pinky on your right hand or your left hand, depending on which hand is on the bottom. So you just lift the pinky up just once. That's what it should sound. Okay, so that's low A, that's the next note up on the scale. Then the next note up after that is B, B for Barry. So you're just lifting one finger from low A, okay? So this is when it gets a bit more tricky, because you've got to, for the next note up, you've got to put one finger down and lift another one up. So what you're going to do is going to put this pinky, you're going to put that down and then lift that finger here up. So it's going to go. I'll just turn it so you can see. Okay. So that's what you're aiming for. Okay. That's almost like you're holding a snooker cue. That's the way I like to think about it. If you're holding a snooker cue, that's sometimes the way you would hold it, with a kind of cue balancing, but to try and get that sort of strong position. Okay. So for the next note up, for D, D for Dennis. So what you're going to do now is just lift. It's back to lifting one finger again. Okay, so that's you covered all the notes on the right hand or the bottom hand. So we'll just go through that again from low G right the way up to D. I'll do it again. Okay, so that's the bottom hand notes right the way up to D. Okay. So the next one, this is when it gets probably the hardest bit, because we've got to change hands. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go from this hand to there. Okay, so remember as well, you'll notice that this pinky has now come back up again. That's what happens when you go onto the top notes of the bagpipe scale. You need to remember to have that pinky up at all times. Okay, so the way we get from D, D for Dennis, up to E for elephant is you have these hands up, these fingers up obviously. So you need to put these three down at the same time as that ring finger on your left hand is coming up. So you're going there. And I'll demonstrate that just now. Okay, so that's your changeover, and that's really important, because these changeovers come in at every single tune that you play, no matter the complexity of the tune. So some people do this. That's incorrect. Okay, the sound we are looking for is this. Okay, so now we're there. We now don't need to do anything more with this right hand just now, this bottom hand. Okay, so when we're here, we're now going to go up to F, F for Freddy. So that's the next note up. So we're again back to lifting just one finger at a time. I'll do it again. So that's F. Okay, so in the next note up after that, again, you're just lifting one finger. It's high G. So that's you kind of almost completed an octave, really. So that's where you should end up. Okay, so all my fingers are up, all the way up from there. Okay, so in the next note after that is high A. So that's the very, very top note. So what you're going to do now is you're going to put this finger, your ring finger, back down, and you're going to take your thumb at the very back off the chanter. Okay, so that's you going all the way up the scale. So I'll go from E just now, just to demonstrate the top hand notes. Okay, so now I'll do the complete bagpipe scale from low G right up to high A. Okay, I'll do it again. And that is the bagpipe scale.